Was one of the best pitches in the game.
And I think the Cardinals will be very aggressive.
Finger. Thinking about going in, though. Thing just looks like a fastball, and it dives.
Now he also is incorporating a very good slider, and his slider is up about 10, and others. He's been doing that a lot to offset not only the fastball, but just put a different.
Got a good split. All right, well, let's focus on those two things first and then work off of that. And there's that good split right there. Gets Tommy Edman.
Added in 9 runs scored over his last 13 games. First pitch swinging, and it's hit up. Now in 28 of his last 50 plate appearances. It's an amazing.
See if he can hang against Gausman.
And the 0-2. Put in play by Donovan. Softly hit to the right side. And that is out number 2. Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. To put it in perspective, of a 15-game span. That's incredible.
So what you're telling me is Goldie is out here playing a video, signing up to a long-term deal.
And the 0-2. Goldie. And the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Ripped foul. So he get 1943. 3-2.
It's Manny Machado of the Padres coming to town.
Slowly hit up the third base line and foul.
You look at most of the offensive categories in the National League. Those are the two names you're seeing. It's Machado, it's Goldschmidt.
The pitches.
Another way to hide those signals.
And it's 30 consecutive games on base. Just wanted to kind of follow Nolan, watch what he was doing. Everybody knew that Nolan would be a top draft choice, second-round pick, and at that time Chapman was 5'5". Pretty cool.
I'm just wondering if anybody ever got a hit again.
A little emotional at times as he rips this down into the corner, and it's foul.
Continue to hone it.
The 2-1 pitch. Nasty. By the way,
how dangerous Goldie is and how careful he wanted to be with him. But I mean, you look at a game right now, Dan, coming into it, 0.5.
And the 3-2 with 2 outs here in the home half of the first. And it's back-to-back walks. First pitch went off speed, and that's a pitch to Juan Yepez with 2 runners on. Fouled back, and it's 1-1. So that's.
But the Cardinals bounce right back.
The 1-1. 2 strikes on Yepez. So Gausman, you may not get many cracks at him, so this is an important half inning. And the 1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Cardinals had 385 in his first handful of games. And Gorman sends one out to right field. And Hernandez will make the catch.
Coming in.
And the Crew has won 23 of the 36. It all evens out, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. At some point, you're going to face a little bit against that staff. Good test all week. And what better?
Recalled, and he'll make a start over the weekend as well. 1-2 the count on Dickerson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him. 3rd strikeout for Gausman.
To get a feel for and be consistent with.
Harrison Bader. The 7th inning, last nobody on, and an 0-1 pitch to Bader. 0-2.
A pretty tough sequence right here in 2 pitches from Gausman to Bader. It was a first pitch, actually.
And the 0-2. We'll do it again. He's allowed a grand total of 1 home run this year. Here's a 1-2 to the Cardinals center fielder. Ripped fair inside the third base line. Off the sidewall, gathered in by Tapia. Bader to second, sliding in with a 2-out double this year. That's in all of baseball.
Feels like that turned quickly for this Cardinals offense. We spent the first month talking about where's it coming.
Sixth best in the major leagues. The 1-0. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So they don't strike out a lot in today's day and age of baseball.
It's relative.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ace. And the next by Gausman. 2-2.
I love seeing us learn if you just watch the game.
The 2-2. Kisner pulls it foul. Long look by Gausman. Up the middle, off the mound, and into the glove of Espinal. Hit it sharply, but right. Edman struck out his first time up. And the first pitch taken for a ball. Last night with a hamstring. That's lifted in the air out to center field. Springer is there to make the catch. And he's been swinging.
They lost Avisail Garcia, picked up Renfroe for Jackie Bradley Jr. and a couple of big prospects. So big loss for them.
So now on the season with 3 more tonight. He has 60 strikeouts. I said 65 in his first 8 back in 2015. Pulled the string and it's 1-2.
Look.
That's taken low and now it's 2-2. The 2-2. And Donovan slices one towards left center and George Springer. And he'll make the catch. Ted Simmons, the Cardinals. Here's the 0-1. Nothing in 2.
Feel welcome.
The 0-2 pitch upstairs. Your case in point. And Jim Edmonds as well. That guys that grew up either on or near the West Coast, like you're to the Cardinal first baseman. Base hit, right field. And he's on base for the second time. Able to make adjustments to hit it the other way.
Well, you can do everything that you want, and some of these guys will.
There's a 1-0. So I guess if you're a fan at home, you'd be asking, well, why would they have 4 guys out there last night, but then 3, you know, in the outfield?
But I know this. He had 3 hits yesterday.
Yeah. 2 strikes on. And the 1-2 pitch. And a double foul ball.
Big.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. So we saw it with Joe Madden and we saw it with Matt Carpenter at Wrigley Field when they couldn't get him out. 2-2. Popped up. Left side. And the third baseman, former teammate in high school, Matt Chapman. And Juan Yepez shoots it foul down the third base line. It's Yepez, Gorman, and Dickerson. And it's 2 strikes. Film that be appropriate for you to watch. Oh, inside corner, late call and a strikeout.
I'm going to disagree with a couple of things.
Efforts were incredible. Some of those PSAs he was shooting to. And it's 0-2. No doubt about it.
Good luck to the kids.
The swing and a miss by Gorman and back-to-back strikeouts, and that's with 2 outs and nobody on. And it inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Time, Dan. Look, I'm not into personal stats, so I don't keep a
right
57 2/3.
Right. Okay. The 2-1, and Dickerson hits a rope out to right, but that'll be caught. Teoscar Hernandez.
Zone, anything down, kind of got to let it go.
And a strike on the inside corner. There's the 0-1 pitch to Harrison Bader. 0-2. Kisner on deck, and then Tommy Edman. Do you have to wonder with he has been called up, the backup catcher last night and again tonight in that strikeout number 6.
Well, you think about it, it's an exciting time when you get a chance to see a little bit of the future. Right now, you've got prospects number 2 plays at a much higher level than his age.
And the 0-1. So he was born June 1st of 2. I got it. Here's the 1-1.
You look at what he's doing again this year. Got an ERA under 3 in his 8 starts.
There's a base hit on a 1-2 pitch to left. Top of the lineup, Tommy Edman. So those are 3 guys we're talking about.
It's astronomical, through the roof, his numbers throughout his career, not just this year. But the bulk of his are Bagwell, obviously a Hall of Famer, pretty darn close.
1-2. A lot of it.
I have to start changing what the criteria is.
Yep. It's a different game right now too.
The old counting.
The 2-2 pitch. Tommy Edman. The swing and a miss. Strikeout numbers include wins in your evaluation. Some don't. I still think there's something to getting a win
there, and you keep eating up innings. It's not the be-all end-all by any means. I mean, there are so many games you could dig into. The win, the guys can do it, some guys can't.
The 2-0 pitch. Remember when Albert, he would talk about one of the things that, and that's important to me. 3-1 catches the bottom of the zone. I mean, Albert was just an animal going.
And with Arenado, there are some similarities with great players. Little things don't fall through the cracks with
Donovan. Runner will go. That's Kisner. And it's hit out of play.
He looked comfortable in the box, and he looked comfortable playing the game.
Back to Gausman. And he underhands to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Cardinals strand their 5th. There's Goldie.
Pitch him. That's where he's going to go.
Just like that. Slowly hit right side, and believe that would be a base hit. And if it is, he's on base for the.
I think he gets that.
And a base hit is the ruling on the play. Arenado 3 hits in game 1. Tonight he is. Blue Jays with a shift on the left side. Fouled back. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Arenado lines it to Chapman.
Imagine this potentially his last inning.
I think it has to be when you're leading.
That's fishing with some good bait.
Yeah, that's a way to convince a guy.
All-star for the first time. So you're putting a significant investment in one good year.
Can they get the lead man? They will. No! Safe is Goldie. They could get a hold of him, because the analytics said this. You could have some success with him.
Split figures. Let's do those 2 things. Let's work on that. Let's perfect that. And he has.
Here's an 0-2 pitch to Nolan Gorman.
Well, and you know, to your point of other teams wanting to get a hold of him and find out what they can do, you knew the talent was there. I mean, this guy was the first. That organization, their philosophies, if you're going to be around the right people, sometimes it takes the right person.
And an 0-2 pitch to Nolan Gorman. Got him. 8 strikeouts for Gausman.
Just like the fastball, and then they disappear.
Dickerson looks at a ball outside and low. And the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. And it's a count of the 1-1. Runners on. The 2-1. And he pops it up left side. the former Oakland A. Chapman puts it away. Cardinals strand a pair. They